Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining. I wanted to share something with all of you who are listening. And this may not make a whole lot of sense to everybody. And I understand that, and that there's no disrespect there. But for some who are on a certain stage of their awakening, and this actually may be helpful for everyone regardless, because I remember when this information was brought to me years ago, it did make sense, yet I didn't really fully put it into practice until a few years later. But it's very helpful. It's actually been probably the number one tool that I've been using for the last several years on my journey. And so I wanted to share that with you. This is not something new. This is not something I've designed. This is actually ancient knowledge from the ancient Essenes. And a lot of people talk about mirroring. I do, especially in my readings, the cosmic mirror and how we mirror each other. I wanted to just do a short video going deeper into that to help bridge the gap for some of you who may still be at a place where you're not quite understanding why certain things are happening in your life, or why certain people are acting a certain way in your life. So this is about our life patterns of behavior. We can see through the mirror. There's always a mirror on us, the giant cosmic mirror, which reflects to us several things through other people and other circumstances and events. There are seven ancient Essene mirrors of relationship to how we relate to everything outside of us, everything and everyone outside of us. So I'm going to just go down the list, and then I have some more insight that just because this just hit me again this morning, and I took it even deeper for myself as a remembrance. So the first mirror, there's seven, and it's not like we get hit with all seven all the time, but these are the things that the universe is showing us through people, places, events, showing you who you are in that very present moment. It's also showing you what you're judging in that present moment. Then there is what you have lost, or what has been taken away from you, which is causing internal pain that you may not fully be recognizing or realizing. This is why we spiral down into the depths of ourselves, and we really link back up with our core wounds, our childhood wounds, the root of what creates and designs our ego. Also, one that's not as much fun, most forgotten love. That can be reflected even if you just go out, if you're lonely and you went through a breakup of sorts, and you go out for a walk and you see couples holding hands and everybody loving, that's a mirror showing you like what you need to heal. Mother and father, how the mother and the father were experienced, as well as the wounds that we all, the childhood traumas, unmet needs, emotional needs, and probably physical for some as well. The other is our dark side. We are shown our dark side through others. This is how we are all connected in the web of the cosmos. And the final one I want to touch on is your self-perception. How you perceive yourself is also reflected to us through people. So some of these experiences are great, and other experiences are extremely triggering, and this is why. It's designed to assist us in getting to the core of what is distorted within us, what beliefs we're still operating on, and the way we think, especially about ourselves. What I want to add to that just came to me as I was driving home this morning was, initially I recognized that children, especially babies and toddlers and infants. I've known this for a long time, but the way they make us feel, especially if they're yelling or having a temper tantrum, is how they're feeling. So if they're feeling helpless, because, you know, especially babies, they can't really operate without our assistance, our help. We start to feel helpless when a child is out of control crying. That's how they're feeling. Well, we actually mirror that to each other. I'm getting the chills now. We actually mirror that to each other as well. So how someone else makes you feel is how they're actually feeling deep inside. And this is how we can actually reconnect with people and understand others a lot deeper than just at the surface of what's being presented to us. So I hope that this was helpful, and I can go in more depth if anybody is interested in that. I also have a lot of resources, and they're in blog form on my website. So please check that out if you feel compelled to. There's a lot of really useful tools and information there as well. And the website is BeTheChange333.com. The latest one I just wrote the other day are the stages of the awakening process, and how sometimes we think that we're there and when we're not. We're always waking up to new realizations about ourselves, about our situations, and about life. Anyway, that's part of the earth school that we're in and the cosmic dance that we do. We live in a world of duality, and to get into touch with ourselves so that we can become our true best friend, loving the self, because we're the ones that have the potential, have the power to really create great change, but it comes from within. It's not what we are taught or conditioned to think how we create change. So I hope this was helpful for some or all of you, and I'm sending out so much love. Take care. Bye.